run with it. And we are expecting Kofi Tombo to do what he did last season. That guy who was the standout player for Beijing United.
Very good player.
Whether Haas or Kotoko, you go there, Tombo will do wonders. So we are expecting that this season too, they will start off, by making the best of their chances. So overall, I believe the 12th man will play in for Gold Stars.
Okay.
Dance Park is fireworks. The intimidation you witness from BBNE proper to Dance Park, you love it.
Well, so the Ghana Premier League is back. First week, first match for all the clubs will be going on this weekend. Defending champions BBNE Gold Stars, they are expected to host Bechem United. Now Gold Stars, they have strengthened a lot. In fact, they've strengthened their squad and they will not want to have a very boring start at all. They will want a very strong start. For Bechem United, well, they have got a new head coach now. He will try to upset the champions who are currently going to make a claim this time round for the African Champions League. Let's see how the two of them will pan it out. But for me, the game between Bechem United and Gold Stars should be a very cagey one. Okay, it should be a very cagey one because both sides have a point to prove. BBNE Gold Stars, they did win the GACA Top 4 on technical basis. However, technical basis, yes. However, a lot of people came at them because they believe that they didn't show that hunger and strides that they had in the Premier League before they were crowned the champions. Going into the season, they've gone ahead to recruit some good players as well. I mean, they were not only looking at the Ghana Premier, they were looking at the Champions League as well. And so they were recruiting some good players to augment their squad. But this game, first game of the season, at their home grounds, all the way at the Dance Park, should be a very, very good game. The Dance Park was one of the places you can't go and win a game last season.
In fact, I think there was only two clubs that were
able to get some
points
out of them at that place. But for this season, do you still see the place being a fortress? And how do you rate this particular game?
First of all, the biggest decision, and I think the best signing they did was to maintain their coach.
Yes.
Frimpong Manso is a solid coach. Yeah. He's a solid coach. That was the best thing they did. If you realize in the GACA Top 4, Gold Stars were very, very physical. They looked bulky. They looked as if they've spent all the 3 months in the gym. When they were playing Kotoko, it was bad. They couldn't even...
It was much more of a bully.
Much more of a bully. And when you compare their gameplay in the previous league to Top 4, you see that they've improved. Based on what we saw in the GACA Top 4, they've improved. They hold on to the ball a bit more longer and they take their chances as and when it comes their way. They don't rush the ball that much. They had this guy in the midfield. He's called Ajay.
Yeah.
That guy was solid. That guy was really solid. Now, you bring it to this match and let's be honest. Last season wasn't that much of a good season for Bechem United. These are guys we know that at the end of the season, they will give you top 6. But at the end of the season, you realize Bechem they were struggling at the point.
You know they go like that. Yeah.
I'm expecting them to also come into this game fully prepared. They made this signing. This guy who played for Man City under 23, what's his name? He played in the Ghana under 20 with Kudus and Aminu Mohammed. Yeah. And we are expecting this guy to, he didn't live up to the billing when he went outside the country. So we are expecting him that this time around, he should pick up the pieces and, run with it. And we are expecting Kofi Tombo to do what he did last season. That guy who was the standout player for Bechem United.
Very good player.
Whether Haas or Kotoko, you go there, Tombo will do wonders. So we are expecting that this season too, they will start off, by making the best of their chances. So overall, I believe the 12th man will play in for Gold Stars.
Gold Stars, okay.
Dance Park is fireworks. The intimidation you witness from BBNE proper to Dance Park, you love it.
Well,
in the last 5 seasons.
yeah.
No defending champion has made a top 4.
Well, that is a myth. In the last 5 seasons, that is quite interesting because clubs come into the league after winning the trophy, and it looks like they hardly make it to the top 4. The best has been Mediama, who were 6th.
Yeah.
The best has been Mediama, who were 6th. So it should tell you that a lot of work has to go into you participating in the league after winning it. You need more than what you had last season, else you'll not be able to win.
The problem here is, I believe our Ghanaian clubs, after winning the league, shift most of their attention to trying to conquer Africa.
Yes.
And in our definition for conquering Africa, it is not winning the CAF Champions League or the Confederation. It's making the money zone.
Yeah.
This is our mindset. So because of that, our attention shifts from the league to getting to the money zone, because you believe the clubs now is can here now. Until they make sure they do money zone away to my 20 players. And also no, a goal has its money you make. And winning a match comes with it also bonuses. Until you pay you do them points near team. Yes, can be the befie near the Borani club. Forgetting that, say season 1 quay, season 2 oh. Into at least no car. She shall one day okay. I'm giving myself as a club 5 years to get to the money zone. That way, a build on. Yeah. About 1 hour players and so no one who do points be a for good money. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now in the last season, you realize players that were being sold outside the country, a betting $500,000, $100,000, $250,000. In Italian players, you team $1 million. It's because why the man goes see the other and 10 more in Puna let it turn. Or better than I queen.
But you see, the point is this: so one turn in terms of they might easily fall out of form, and the price reduces drastically.
So how let's use this analogy. A tornado, a war price asset, or bend then a more priced asset, or out of form. And in there. Club and also being Nando. I remember there was a situation in Karela with Diawusi Etila.
Yeah, Diawusi.
Guy he was Ghana, but he had opportunity to play for Kotoko, has and all that. Otina Ghana, by the time we realized that Diawusi Okopo Egypt 1 season went to my boy.
And that is why sometimes you also feel like players when they hit the mark quickly, you should let them go.
I beg to differ on that. You can let them go, but let them stay in the Ghana League.
Okay.
Probably as a club, increase their value.
Yeah.
Because if you bought him for 500K, then you sell him to us for 1 million or 2 million, you've increased this value. Yeah. So expectation is of him to perform.
Yeah.
Media Manansi and one stadium will do 10,000. How many clubs now Ghana had their only stadiums? Ultimately, about 10,000. It's able that the same player now young one progress in the league. No, Okodra Bruchina Okodina stadium no obonipa 50,000 and now pressure out on the untimumbo. Because you now grow these players. That is my challenge.
Okay. All right. So reigning champions will be any Gold Stars. They begin their defense title at Dance Park on Saturday. That's when they face Bichim United in the opening round of the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League happening tomorrow. So the Miners, who are fresh from their cut-off for triumph, they look well equipped. From my side, they look well equipped. They are coming in for another strong campaign, and after strengthening in all areas of the pitch, their goalkeeper Kojo Osebunsu, he has been brought in to compete with Emmanuel Kobe.
Another solid goalkeeper.
Very solid goalkeeper. The attack has also been reinforced, proving strikers like Samson Eduku, as I told you.
I think they brought in
Prince Opoku Ajiman. Yeah, Prince Opoku Ajiman, very good player by all standards. Emmanuel Ajenim Boateng, remember him? He's also in there. And then the Burkinabe player who I think was brought in particularly for the CAF Champions League, that would be Sanu Razak. Sanu Razak is also in there. But in the midfield, and they've got the likes of Francis Chene, they've got the likes of Emmanuel Fosuche, they've got the likes of Emmanuel Konto, yes, and then Emmanuel Ejei.
That guy.
The player we are talking of, Emmanuel Ejei. And then another Emmanuel in there, they have Emmanuel Kojo Adi.
Wow.
Yes, Emmanuel Adi. He's also a very good player. They are all expected to play crucial roles once again for the...
Vincent Atenga will captain the team as usual.
Yes.
We are expecting...
From Paul Manson's men, remember they dominated the Bichim United last season.
Yeah,
They dominated
they did.
last season. They won both home and away without conceding a goal against Bichim United. So going into this season, I believe that the Hunters will be determined to script the flip. In fact, flip the script. Yeah, that is
Dance back.
Hopefully they should be able to flip the script. But their new head coach Desmond Issa, Steven Desmond Issa, Boche, he is also not too known in the Ghana Premier League, but he comes in with some experience from the lower clubs and also knowing how to build players. He's learnt a lot on the work last season, being in the technical helm of affairs, and so he's targeting a win to start his tenure as the new head coach for Bichim United. So predictions. I predict 1-0 win for BBN Gold Stars, continuing the 1-0 score line in there. So a win for BBN Gold Stars.
I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Gold Stars.
So home win
for Gold Stars.
Home win is what we are predicting for the BBN Gold Stars versus Bichim United fixture. Next fixture has to do with Kumasi Asante Kotoko in there. What is your prediction? Let's hear from you in the comment section. Let's hear what you have to say about the Kumasi Asante Kotoko game. It's Kotoko who are playing away to Bekum Chelsea. Two of the clubs that have really gone far in CAF competitions here in the country. Two of the clubs that have gone far in the CAF competitions here in the country. Bekum Chelsea in 2012.
2012.
Yes, they were in the semi-finals. Yes, Manuel
really well.
did a very good work in there. For Kotoko, they've gone as far as winning some of the CAF tournaments in here. How do we see this? It's a tricky opening for Kotoko, I must say, away from home. Chelsea, they have got some good home advantage, and it will be very difficult for Kotoko to go in there and make a statement if the Bekum Chelsea lads decide to play some good football on the day. How do you see this game panning out? The Kotoko coach, that is Karim Zito, he's had a lot of, for me, excuses for not winning for not playing well in the GACA top 4. He's had a lot of, for me, excuses for not playing well in the GACA top 4. Some people say that the players are still here to blend in and everything. I don't know about you. For me, I think Kotoko still needs some fine-tuning, and the league is starting quite early for them.
Well, on that side, I don't agree with you. Kotoko isn't the only club that made signings in the league when the season ended. Crowds of folk did, I think, 11 or so.
They did 11
most of the
signings.
Ghanaian clubs do 10 and 11 every season.
Yes.
So we expect you that the moment you come in, you hit the ground running. You cannot come and be there and expect, no. Let it be known. Because it takes a lot of character, mental fortitude and discipline to play for these clubs. Because on that form, this is a club that you play for, and you are playing in front of around 30,000, 15,000, 20,000 spectators. Yes. It is not the same thing as Ebama Bichim, where you are playing in front of 1,500, 2,000 people. No. So if you are not ready to play for the club, don't. A clear example is Augustine Okra. This guy has been in the league. Actually, Abu Kotoko has before.
Augustine Okra, no.
Because on him there, on that phone. The expectation is high. I remember he came to Kotoko.
Okra has been in. He didn't perform. He has been out of the Ghana Premier League. Sometimes goes outside, come back to Sudan, to Morocco, all those places. Come back to the Ghana Premier League once again.
This is the issue.
And I tip him to win the Golden Boot.
That one we'll talk about it. But my issue here is, when you agree to sign for Kotoko, prepare yourself there. A big club.
Okay.
Kotoko is like Ali in Ghana.
Okay.
It's like Zamalek in Ghana. You don't come and you play around. No, you have to hit the ground running. I believe the big issue here has to do with they not preparing before they left for their Toyota Cup.
Okay.
I believe the coach should have camped them for some
more time
to work on tactics and all that, because when the season ended, Karim was complaining that the players be wanting a system now, say no wanting to play now, say and all that. So if that is the case there, why don't you keep them and build them up? But rather you sacked like 12 players and you brought another 12 players in there. How do you grow as a team? Team chemistry no be fin for no aba.
Yeah.
Again, this is Brekum Chelsea.
Yes.
Being coached by Samuel Budu, he has also won the league before. Let us not forget that.
Good.
And he has a vendetta against Kotoko because of last season. Last season, Kotoko how on the pa Wameneni. So he has his plans against them. And trust me, Samuel Budu will deliver tomorrow.
Against Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
He will do the magic. Obeshe Kotoko simple.
Against Kumasi Asante
Obeshe Kotoko simple.
Is that going to be a very... Because I think Kotoko will be able to...
The best for Kotoko is...
Kotoko will be able to overload the attack.
The best for Kotoko tomorrow is a draw.
Well, I'm tipping a Kotoko win. I'm tipping away win in this particular
No, for me,
game.
I'm going for home win.
I'm going for a home win.
At home double chance. But I don't see Kotoko winning that much.
Okay.
My reasoning is simple. You see, season end, the Yenchen anti a lot from Brekum Chelsea.
Yes.
There are some clubs in the Ghana Premier League season behind that they are mostly quiet. But they will bring another player. He will come and surprise you.
Okay. Let's see how Brekum Chelsea will be able to surprise Kumasi Asante Kotoko on Saturday, that is tomorrow, the first game for the Porcupine Warriors. Well, Heart of Lions, they will begin their 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League campaign with a home game against Dreams FC at the Pando Sports Stadium on Sunday, September the 14th. Now, the Lions are coming off a historic season in which they finished second on the league table. Their best chance, or their best so far since the 2013-2014 season. And they secured a place in the GACA top 4 as well. Now, at home, they were one of the strongest sides, winning 12 of their 17 matches. However, they are winless in their last 2 opening day fixtures, and they'll be aiming to start a very, very good campaign this time around on a better note, because the last meeting with Dreams at the Pando, it ended 2-1 in defeat. That was in March. Of this particular year. So for Dreams FC, well, they are enjoying a solid 2024-2025 campaign. They did enjoy it really well. They finished in the top half of the table for a 3rd year straight. Yeah. Very good for them. I mean, it comes off the year after they had done so well in the CAF Confederations Cup. Now, they were strong in the second round. Remember, in the second round, Dreams FC won about 11 of their last 17 games.
All of a sudden,
yes, and they were winning
their team around.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Although they lost their coach to Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
I believe that will be a factor here.
Yes, things were better for them getting to the end. So, with 3 victories and a perfect preseason, they are able to really do a lot of work in there. So for Dreams FC playing against Pando Hearts of Lions, a very, very sweet game expected to be at the Pando Sports Stadium. For me, these 2 sides are expected to deliver nothing but pure good football. I watched Pando Hearts of Lions during the GACA top 4, and they play some sweet football.
They have this Liberian striker, Chansey Freeman, and the guy is such a solid player.
Good.
He plays the target man role to perfection.
Good.
He understands his job. He knows when to move, when to create space, when to, come back for the ball, join the midfield. The guy is really good. My only challenge here is that this is Ghana League. He can play good football. At the end of the season, you will score like 5 goals.
Maybe he's also looking at being an enterprise footballer, creating chances for his teammates. Shouldn't all be about goals,
But this is Ghana League. At the end of the season, we rate our strikers on goals, our midfielders on assists. And when it comes to our defense, on clearance and interceptions and tackles.
And clean sheets.
Okay. That's how we do our analysis. So he has to step up his game. And again, in their previous meeting last season, surprisingly, Dreams beat Hearts of Lions at Pando.
Yes.
It was they beat them 2-1.
Yes, it was 2-1. It was a loss. 2-1. That was in March.
It came surprising. Because you see, the beginning of that season, Karim Zito was like, my players are from Division 1 and Division 2, and give me time. And people were like, I went with this team gel.
But they did a lot of work.
Also, Janewa.
They did a lot of
work. It was wonderful. Anyway. They played beautiful football. And they also made sure that when they are beating you, they beat you in possession, and they also beat you in goals.
For Pando Heart of Lions, as one of the stronger names, we expect that they will dominate the game. Okay, Dreams should be able to frustrate Heart of Lions at home. They should be able to frustrate them at home, and they should be able to hit them on the counter. So I expect that Dreams will probably want to sit back a bit, look at how Pando will want to approach the game, and then as the minutes wear on, they also find an antidote to it. For Pando Out of Lions, looking at the goal cutoff for that I watched, their flanks are really, really pacey.
Yeah,
they've got pacey flanks.
Yeah.
They've got some good up front players, as you mentioned there. The Liberian
guy,
the Liberian guy in there. Very, 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 very sweet and very cheeky.
And they have this guy, I've forgotten his name. He's a midfielder, this Rasta head guy. In the top four, the guy was solid.
Yes, very solid. That's what I'm saying. That with him in there, I expect him to distribute the balls.
He kept it tidy.
Yes. One simple touch, and then it goes. So I expect them to play the balls more to the flanks, and then before they cut in with their crosses in there. For Dreams FC, we've known Dreams to be a team that plays some very good football.
Oh yes,
this particular game, I expect it to be very, very, very enterprising, very, very exciting as well, and a lot of tactics to come to play, because both teams understand the word tactics in football. They are disciplined as well, and so this particular game should be an interesting one. I'm going for a draw.
Well,
I'm going for a draw.
You see, I believe. With Dreams last season, they had a lot of young players and inexperience.
Yes.
And with these inexperienced guys, they were able to beat Pando 2-1.
Yes.
This season, they are a little bit more experienced. They've been there before, and they know how to play on that field. But then again, I'm expecting Ebenezer Aban to rise up to the occasion as captain of Pando Out of Lions. I'm expecting him to marshal his defense and orchestrate the midfield to deliver on the day.
Real.
That's my issue. But then at the end of the day, I believe I'll go in for a home win for Pando Out of Lions.
Okay. Well, for the
boys will deliver.
For the lack of goals that Pando has always been having, I still will stand by my draw. So that is another game that will be coming up this weekend in the Ghana Premier League. I don't know what you also want to make of the fixtures that will be coming up in the Ghana Premier League, but quickly, let's take a look at one other game, quick game that will also be happening. On Sunday at 3 p.m., it's Nations FC. Nations FC. But they'll be playing against Suedu All Blacks. Remember the name? Suedu All Blacks. Yes, that is a team that has been absent from the Ghana Premier League for a very, very long time. Here they are. They are back to football in Ghana, the Premier League. And Nations FC, they will have a home advantage this time around against All Blacks, the newly promoted team that will be aiming to avoid conceding too many goals. They will avoid to concede too many goals. Why am I saying this? In their Division 1, they did concede some goals that I didn't expect them to concede. It nearly went against them in the Division 1.
Okay.
But they were able to get back and then qualify for the Ghana Premier League. They will have to be sharp on the attack.
Whilst they've lost their key player, the guy who was scoring, banging in all the goals for them, they lost him.
And that is the point. That is the point why they have to be sharp. Because look, you definitely Dreams Nations will give you 2-3 goals.
We know Nations,
especially at their home grounds.
We know Nations will play their 3-back system.
Good.
We know Pfizer Chawate will be there.
Nations with their 3-back system means that those two guys will definitely come in to come and help in the defense. And those guys are very pacey.
We know them.
So whenever they go up front, Chawate and his guys will just do their work.
You know very well how they play their game. You know how Kasim Mengo will orchestrate his team. We know.
And Kasim Mengo is one of the stalwarts of the Ghana Premier League.
He understands the league.
Soft-spoken, but does the dirty work. He does the dirty work on the field. And the boys understand him very well.
Last season wasn't a good season for Nations.
Yes.
At the point we tipped them and expected them to win the league.
I expected them to win the league. Off air, I was telling you. I still think Nations FC will win this year's league. 3 years ago, they were top there. Beating almost everybody. Beat Kotoko, beat Hearts, became problem. They had issues. Then last season, they were there again.
They had issues again.
had issues
Key
again.
word here is they had issues. If they can do away with the issues,
They should be able to.
they should be able to win the league. But here's my point. Here's my point. I feel this season, nations will perform.
They won't perform.
They won't perform. I feel nations won't perform.
Why? Because
You see-
they still have their players intact. They
Yes,
didn't
they
do
do.
so much selling.
Yes, they didn't. They have, I think, all their key players. That is Razak Simpson, Faisal Chawati, Banahini. They have all their guys there.
Yes, all the boys are.
But then here's the keys. It gets to a point in football that you've been doing one thing over and over and over and over and over, and you are not getting the results. It gets to a point it becomes ingrained. Waka or
At one point, Ebefa.
I don't believe so.
At one point,
This
Ebefa.
match they will win. They have to win.
Okay.
They must win.
Okay. Against
Listen,
the All Blacks,
They have
everything will
to.
be simple.
Because see, one last 3 matches in the previous league, yeah, we know. Nations team better first. All of a sudden, now what it was son. Now I corner match be simple game. Now I call you protest.
Well,
Going there to protest.
my tip of the season, Nations FC, I expect them to be up there. I think they will challenge for the league. I think that is Kasim Mingil, after his exploits at Accra Great Olympics,
Is then to
and then to
Bichim United,
Yes,
then-
he will do a very good work with Nations FC now. I mean, they've got the backs, they've got the money to support them. Nations FC is not a club that will complain about money.
They have one of the best stadiums in Ghana as well.
And that is why they are financially sound to go ahead and win the league. But let's see how they will perform on that is on Sunday against or Swedu All Blacks all the way at their home grounds.
So if I may ask, what's your top 6 for this season?
Well, my top 6 for the season in chronological order: Nations 1.
So nations will win the league. You are still standing by nations will win this league.
Well, that is what I
Okay.
hope. Nations 1, Hearts of Folk 2, Kotoko 3, Summertex 4, Mediama 5. And then, to a large extent, I want to put BBN Gold Stars there, 6, because of how Ghana Premier League winners have been performing in the last
60
45
years. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
BBN Gold Stars, maybe, just maybe, will be 6th in there. So that will be my top 6 in there. What will be your top 6?
For me, I think Accra House of Oak will win the league. Then you would have Pando Heart of Lions,
Okay.
FC Samatex. Then Kotoko will come in. I'm basing this off the GACA top 4
The GACA
and
top 4.
also their participation in the continental tournaments. That is for the Champions League and the Confederation. I believe the attention of Kotoko and Gold Stars will be swayed there as usual because it does happen every season. So based on this, I'm thinking Mediama will do fit, then Gold Stars will do 6.
Okay, so Mediama Faith Gold Star 6. That's all time we have for us here on the PitchSide Sports 101. My name is Evans. I'll say it. Okay.